slightly further than hip width apart. You're gonna have your toes out at your diagonal position, and you're gonna just start to gently bend your knees. I want you to extend your fingertips all the way long, kind of hovering just above your thighs for a moment. Great, I want you to take a nice inhale, close your eyes for a moment, and then exhale it out. Good, one more full breath, eyes still closed. And exhale out. Good, slowly open your eyes, palms come up, and let's start moving. We're gonna stretch up all the way here, top at the top, or rather fingers at the top, and then you're gonna bring the fingertips back down. And then we're gonna reach all the way up and then open up wide. So we're gonna try that a few more times. So you're inhaling, stretching all the way up, exhaling, bending the knees, bringing the fingertips back down towards your heart. Great, inhaling all the way up and then exhaling, resisting out. Good, 3 more. So again, each time you're moving, you're allowing for a little bit more reach. Still finding that Pilates breath, very supportive through this. Great, inhaling up, exhaling, pushing those hands together to kind of connect that right side and the left, but also to activate the shoulders a little bit. Super, last time here. Fantastic, then you're gonna come all the way back towards the center for me here. Great, so you're gonna bring the right foot in the front, the left foot is gonna be behind. You're gonna be balancing on this right foot. So again, see how you feel with that movement. You're gonna put the hands behind your head for now. If you feel like it's not stable enough, you can always put your hands out or behind your head. Good, so you're gonna gently bring this left foot behind. You're gonna lift the left knee in for me, and then you're gonna squeeze it to the front of you. Great, then you're gonna open it up again to the side and slowly bring it behind you, kind of tapping only with the toes. So you're trying to use this left side, open up the hip and balance through that right standing foot. So you're inhaling up and closing. Great, exhaling out and slowly going back behind you. So I really want you to feel how you can resist. Inhale up and close. Great, exhale out. Good, we're gonna do 2 more just like this. So again, seeing how much length you can still allow in the spine. Can you control this move without balance, without moving the rest of you? Meaning if you had something balanced on the top of your head, would it be able to stay there? If the answer is yes, great. If the answer is no, also great. Great, all the way back here, and then slowly coming behind. Great, so now I want you to keep the left toes off of the floor. You're gonna bring the knee in towards you as you open up the arms to a T, and then you're gonna exhale it back. So we're trying to balance. And when you come down, I want you to add a little bit of a bend on that right knee. So you're inhaling, stretching, exhaling, slowly coming down. If you need to put the left toes down, by all means do it. If not, cool. Again, we're just trying to challenge ourselves a little bit here. Inhale, open, engaging the core, keeping everything completely open, ready for movement. And then the last time here. Super, back to the center, shake it out. Okay, so let's try that on the other side. So again, one side may feel stronger, weaker, happier, a little bit less flexible, whatever it is. Left foot is gently turned out, hands go behind your head, and you gently lift up the right foot, putting the toes behind, finding that stability. Great, so you're inhaling up and close. Exhaling, opening and slowly tapping down. So there's just that little reconnection behind. And again, if you feel like, hey, I don't need it, then don't take it. Or if you feel like, you know what, I actually need to put my toes down a little bit more, that's totally fine. I just want you to feel that difference between grounding with one foot while alternately moving that other one. Great. Inhaling in, squeeze. Exhaling, open. Cool. Last time here. Finding that focal point. Oh, left leg, how I love you. All right, so here we go. You're gonna inhale, lift, and then we're bending the elbows, bending that left leg, trying not to touch the toes in the back. Only 4 more. Inhaling up. Exhale, slowly lower. Great, and 3. inhaling, expanding shoulders, still stay down. And 2. Hello, balance. And 1. Excellent. Back to the center, arms come down, and let's shake. Okay, lovelies, lovely ladies, that's what you are today. We are going to be facing the side, and you're going to be bending, and you're going to be hinging forward. So we're going to basically be stepping in various directions. Your elbows are close, your shoulders are down. So first you're stepping behind you with the arms coming out. Now as you bring your elbows in, I want you to bend your knees, stepping to the left side. Inhale, stretch behind you, and then you're going to exhale, step to the right. So when you're behind, that foot is really, the leg is long. And then as you come in, it's almost like you're kissing your knees together. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, gently bend and tap to the side. Now the goal here is that we're still stabilizing through that left leg now. Great, so inhaling, lift. Exhale, tap to the side. Still trying to feel how grounded we are through the left as we decide to move in different directions on the right. Good, inhale here and tap. And then last time here, staying here for a moment. Great, I want you to put the left foot down, the right knee is straight, the left knee is bent, finding that reach here. Great, you're gonna shift your weight. So you're gonna stretch out the left leg, bending the right, elbows come back, and then you're gonna hinge forward and reach. So it's almost like you can feel that there's a stretch, there's a shift of movement. Your upper body itself is actually really not changing direction. You still have that slight hinge forward. Your arms get to move, of course, but you're not actually moving your upper body too much. Great, 2 more. And then inhaling here, reaching with those elbows, and then exhaling it out. Great, from here, you're gonna slowly lean forward just a little bit, balancing here. Great, and then you're gonna bend the knee and stretch it out for 5. Inhale, bend, exhale, stretch it out for 4. You can flex and point as you need. 3. I'm trying not to smack my furniture. 2. And 1. Excellent. Back to the center. Elbows come in, arms come behind you, and then you're going to stretch up all the way and open up. Cool. Let's try that on the other side. So again, I'm just trying to have us move, take up our space, check in with our bodies again. All right, so here we're grounding through that right foot. The elbows are nice and close. And here we go. So you're stretching out, arms are nice and long, shoulders down, leg is extended. And then you come in, tap, bring your left foot behind that right knee. Stretch it out again. Staying balanced here, and then we're just tapping to the side. Now the goal here is that each time we move to the side, I want us to make sure that we're not sitting into the hip too much. So we still have that reach. And all we're doing is allowing for that left leg now to change directions. Cool. So again, each inhale is nice and long, engaging the core, exhale, tapping to the side. Good, we're gonna do 1 more here. And all the way out. Great, so now you're gonna stretch out this left foot behind you, put that heel down, and here we go. So you're gonna reach, keeping the upper body hinged forward, stretching out the right leg, and then exhale it back. If you feel like you also wanna add a little bit more of an extension with the arms, by all means do that as well. You might even feel how the back of your left calf, it's a little bit of a stretch. Great, we're gonna do 2 more here. So inhaling, reaching, exhale, long. Cool, last time here. Super, finding the balance, lifting up that left leg, finding the reach here, and then bending and stretching out, feeling how thick you want your space to be today. Can you find a little bit more lift from the abdominals? Can you lengthen out the spine a tiny bit more? Can you bring your shoulders a little bit further down your back as you reach out your arms? Good, last time here. Excellent, back to the center. Arms come long behind you. And then you're gonna reach all the way up. and open wide. Cool, everybody. Now it's time for the floor. Don't you feel awake? I feel so awake now. I've missed my standing practice. But it's a new year, and it's a new day, and it's time for us to do this. Boop. All right, so today we're gonna work a little bit also with like fun coordination, minimal, but let's see what happens. So yeah, let's warm up our spine a little bit more. So toes are kissing each other. The insides of your feet are kissing each other. Your fingertips are underneath your knees. Your elbows are down. Your spine is super long. I want you to roll your shoulders forward, up, and then feel how you can place them down the back. And see, can you adjust a little bit more, right? Can you see if you can find a little bit more space in your chest without actually arching the back? Great, from here, we're gonna slowly articulate downwards, finding that articulation through the spine, finding that breath. And then we're gonna exhale all the way up. Great, when you get to the top, I want you to lift your toes for a moment and then slowly lower them down. Again, just finding where the balance is. Where do you feel in check? Where do you feel like you need a little bit more support? And all the way back. Good, last time, just like this. Inhaling, slowly articulating, feeling that reach, tapping the lower back. Exhaling, engaging here. Great, inhaling, hovering the legs up for a moment. And then exhale back. Great, let's extend the arms all the way long. You're gonna gently come on down, and as you roll down for me, you're gonna stop at the lower back. You're gonna bring your elbows in, then you're gonna reach them out, and then exhale, articulate longer. Good, so we have this inhale, nice long inhale tap. Arms come in, elbows tap. Exhale, reach the arms, and then follow with the head, neck, and shoulders. Good, 3 more. Inhaling, curling down. When we hit the lower back, then we bring the arms in, still engaging the core, looking at the abdominals. Great, 2 more. Last time here, curling, 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 tapping, elbows in, reaching, and then finding our way. Great, we're gonna roll down all the way towards the tips of our shoulder blades, feeling that nice long reach. Walk your feet in a tiny bit. And then we're in our starting position, one hand on top of each other, elbows are nice and wide. Great, let's bring this right leg all the way up. I want you to actually turn out the right leg for me. I want you to flex out this left one. Great, so you're gonna gently bend the right leg so that the right foot comes on top of the left knee. And then you're gonna stretch it out. Good, when you get to the top, you're gonna lower it down and then lift it up again. So you're inhaling, tapping, and then exhale, lowering. Good, and again, focusing on how the breath is working together with you. And if you feel like your lower back is actually off of the mat in an unsupportive way, then feel free to always bend that leg. It gives you a little bit more control. Or again, see if you can come up a tiny bit higher. Can you open your shoulders? Can you open your elbows? Can you allow for the breath to really move through you? Good, 2 more. And then exhale, resisting. And again, we have that slight turnout. So it's almost like you can feel the back of your leg going down, and then you can feel the inner thigh lifting all the way up. Good, rotate back towards the center. Gently bend the knee, point the left toes, and then find your way back into a tabletop position for me. Great, from here, you're gonna stretch out that right leg all the way. And then you're gonna exhale, change legs so that the left one is going out. And again, if at some point you need to put your head, neck, and shoulders down, by all means, go for it. Otherwise, we're just having this slow, long extension, kind of connecting again the left toes with the inner part of the right leg, and then switching it so that it's the opposite way. Great, inhaling here, feeling the length, and seeing if you can allow for the hips to kind of let go a little bit. Right, we hold a lot of things into the hips, they support us, they're super important, but can you let them go a tiny bit further? Good, inhaling here, and then exhale out. Super, knees come back into a tabletop position, slowly lower down, 3, 2, and 1, great. Now we're bringing the left leg in, stretch it up all the way, turn it out a little bit, and then gently flex out that right foot for me. So again, we're inhaling, tapping the left heel across the right thigh, stretching it up with that turnout, and then exhaling it down and lift it all the way back up. Inhaling, tap and stretch. Exhale down. Now again, check in with the ribs. So we want to make sure that the ribs are not popping out, but rather coming in together. Super. 4 more. Inhaling here. And exhale long. Great. And can you open up the chest a little bit more? Can you find a little bit more space for the elbows while still gazing at your abdominals so that your neck is not tense? Can you flex out a tiny bit through that right heel? And can you see that those hips still stay parallel to the floor and that they're not wobbling around too much? Great. Last time here. Super. So you're going to bend the left foot, gently point those right toes, and then float that right knee all the way up for me. Great. Again, we're going to stretch out with the left leg this time, inhaling, and then slowly switch on the exhale. Again, finding that nice peace with the slow flow, knowing that we don't have to rush, even if we sometimes want to, and that being in the moment right now is the most beautiful gift we can give ourselves. Good. One more full breath. Inhaling here. Exhale long. Great. Both knees come back into the center, and then we slowly lower down on 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Release the hands. Walk up, say hi to the knees, and then we slowly float the entire body back down, and then open up nice and wide. Good. So your fingertips are open here, palms are up. Your arms are at a T shape. You're going to open up your feet a little bit more, so almost at the edge of your mat. Good. I want us to gently bring the knees all the way to the right, and then you're going to exhale back in towards the middle. So inhale, gently kind of flapping the knees to the left, engaging the core coming up towards the middle. Great. We're going to add a little bit of a lift now. So you're inhaling towards the right, and then exhaling up. Now when you come up, now I want you to bring your hips all the way up and slowly articulate your spine down. Great, so you're inhaling the knees to the left, exhaling back. So think about kind of lifting everything simultaneously, and then I want you to articulate downwards, so snapping one vertebrae at a time. Good, so inhale, knees slightly to the right, engage the core, exhale up. So think about using your entire abdominal and your bum to lift up and hold, but from here, then I want you to snap and roll down for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhaling, knees to the left. Exhale, open. Good. Inhale, lift up, and then articulate down for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Last time here. Inhale, knees to the right, still reaching out with those arms. Exhale, knees come back up. Inhale, lift up the entire body. Use the core, use those breaths to weave and snap down. Good. Last time here. Inhale, knees to the left. Exhale, up. Good. Inhale, press up the body, and then exhale, slowly articulate down on 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Put those knees back together. So now that they're about fist width apart, you're going to bring your palms down for me here in a nice V shape. Great, we're going to lift up again, but this time we're articulating up. So you're lifting up your bum, your lower back, your middle back, and finding this space here. If you feel like you need to support yourself, then support yourself. Great, we're lifting up the left leg first. We're weaving it. We've done this before, ladies. We're weaving underneath, tapping down with the left butt cheek, and then we're going to lift it all the way up. But this time we're going to cross it across so that you have a 4 shape. And now we're just going to go straight down. When you get to the top, you're extending it again, and we repeat. So you're inhaling, weaving underneath, gently twisting at the waist, tapping the left butt cheek, on weaving, exhaling it up. Great, then you cross the left foot across, opening it up, tap it down. So we're kind of integrating this movement with a little bit of stretch, and then stretch it up. We've got 3 more to go. So inhaling, weaving underneath, tapping the left hip down, exhaling, untwisting, stretching it up. Great. Inhaling, crossing that left leg across, coming straight down with both hips, exhaling it up. Good. 2 more. And again, if you find that this is too much, you can also just hold, or you can continue to cross and twist if that feels better. Just trying to allow your body to occupy many different spaces at the same time here. Great. Twisting through the center, stretching it up on that exhale. Coming across on the inhale, lowering down. Great. And then exhaling it all the way up and feeling that lift here. Super. Tapping the toes down. And then we're going to slowly articulate one vertebrae at a time. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hugging your knees into your chest for a moment. Fantastic. And from here, you're just going to slowly lift your head, neck, and shoulders. So you're kind of in like a little package position. Great. And from here, what's going to happen is you're going to put one hand on top of each other again. Behind your head, and elbows are nice and wide. I want you to stretch up both legs all the way to the top. Great. From here, you're going to slowly lower down to a nice diagonal position. But again, your lower back is not going anywhere. And from here, you're going to flex out your feet, open up your legs, squeeze them back together, point the toes. And then slowly lift up for 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhaling, slowly come down. Just a little bit. Exhale, flex. Good. Inhale, open and squeeze. Give yourself a point and then exhale it up. Cool. One more time. It's just like a little mini stop. Inhaling, slowly finding that position, feeling how your lower back is supported from the core. Flex it on out on the exhale. Good. Inhale, open and squeeze. Gently point those toes. And then again, exhale up on 3, 2, 1. Super. Slowly bring the knees back into the center. Lower those feet down. 3, 2, 1. Bring your head, neck, and shoulders up a tiny bit more. And then you're going to reach in between your knees for a moment. Great. From here, still keeping your head, neck, and shoulders lifted. If you need to support your neck, please do so. You're going to make a nice, amazing circle here with this right arm. And then exhale it up. Again, we're stabilizing the body, but still allowing for movement on this right side. Exhale it up. Good. 2 more. Last time here. Good. Reverse the circle. Again, if you need to support your neck, please put your left hand behind. Good. Inhale, reaching in again. Seeing how you can allow for the space in your shoulder to be very mobile and very open while still stabilizing through the rest of you. Cool. 2 more. And then last time here. Excellent. Now I want you to put your left hand behind your head. Great. You're going to lift this right arm up to a diagonal position. You're going to gently come down towards the outside of your left hip as you stretch up that left leg. And then you're going to come back to the center, elbow comes in. So inhaling, reach. Exhale, twist. Stretching out that left leg. Inhaling, coming back up. Exhale, elbow taps. So basically you're reaching here and think about guiding with your pinky. So it's almost like your palm goes at a diagonal. You're twisting just from your waist, coming back to the center and then tapping down with your elbow again. Good. Inhaling up. And again, that thick space around you makes it a little bit more challenging to move. Not too challenging, just challenging enough for you at the moment. 2 more. Great. And again, feeling how you can stay open in one part of you while reaching with another. Great. Inhaling here. And then exhale down. Super. You're going to bring both arms nice and long. Walk up, say hi to your knees, and then roll down for me on 3, 2, and 1. Awesomeness. All right, here we go, ladies, on the other side. So your palms are down at the low V. Adjust where necessary. Remember, we're going back into the bridge position. So again, inhaling, articulating your bum, your lower back, your middle back, finding that lift first. Again, making sure that the ribs are not popping up, but rather we're bringing everything nice and controlled back to that supportive middle. And then you're floating this right leg all the way up for our 5-time series. So inhaling, weaving the right foot underneath the left, tapping that right butt cheek down. Exhaling it all the way up. Good. Right foot comes on top of the left knee, opening it up as you tap both cheeks down, hips stay parallel, and then lift it up. Stretching out that right leg. Good. Inhaling, weaving and tapping. And again, your hands are there to help you with a little bit of an anchoring feeling. If you feel like you really need to support your back, please do so. If you feel like the movement is a little bit too much, make it smaller. Just hold. You don't have to twist. Good. Opening that cross, inhaling, tapping down. And then exhale, feel the lift. Good. 2 more. Inhaling, underneath, weaving, slowly moving, feeling how the twist happens from the waist down. Great. Inhaling, tap. And then exhale, stretch. Super. Last time here. Inhaling, weaving, tapping the right butt cheek down. Exhale, stretch it up. Good. Right foot across that top. Inhaling, tap down. And then exhale, nice and long. Super. Slowly put the right toes down on the floor. And then let's articulate 1 vertebrae at a time. Down on 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Hug your knees into your chest. Super. And from here again, you're going to float your head, neck, and shoulders off of the floor. So you're in this nice little package position. Great. And then 1 hand on top of each other for me here, stretching out both legs. So for this time, we're going to lower down here for me. You're going to turn out your feet. And you're just going to cross. So you're basically making little crosses here. The right goes in front of the left, and then we alternate. Great, we've got 3. Keep breathing long. 2, and 1. Super. Back towards the center. Rotate your knees back towards the middle, and then bend for a second. Good, we're going to try that again. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, rotate so that your knees are a little bit outward facing. Inhale, lower down a little bit, and exhale, hold. From here, we're going to cross, but we're going to see if we can go down a little bit more, not very much, and then exhale up. 2 more full breaths. So you're inhaling, crossing as you come down. Exhaling, lifting. Last time here, inhale, just making small crosses, and exhaling up. Great. Slowly rotate the knees back to the center, knees come back into the middle. Soles of your feet come down, come up a little bit higher. Great, now we're reaching in between. If you need to support your neck, do so with the right hand, please. Feeling how the groundedness happens as you make big circles in either direction with that left arm. So inhale, circle around. Exhale, lift for 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's reverse the circle wherever you're at. So circling it around. Feeling that difference between moving in one way versus another. Maybe one feels more aligned or one feels more intuitive. The other one feels a little bit more resistance. Remember, this is not about judging. It's just about bringing the awareness to what we feel when we move. Awesomeness. So now you're going to bring your right hand behind your head. The left arm goes up to a diagonal position. So think about kind of twisting your hand a little bit, so you're using your pinky as the guide. So you're twisting to the side, stretching out the right leg, twisting from the waist. Then you're twisting back to the center, elbow gets tapped down for 5. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Great, back towards the center and come on back for 4. Now, each time you lift, I still want you to think about, can you keep the shoulders away from your ears? And can you find a moment of a little bit more reach, even if you're not necessarily going in a different direction, right? You're lengthening out a little bit more, still keeping those hips really grounded. Good, 2 more for me. Inhale, up, right elbow open, twisting here on the exhale. Keeping those head, neck, and shoulders lifted, supporting the neck. Again, gazing at the abdominals for that neck support. And then last time here, all the way back. Great, release the hands, walk up, say hi to the tops of the knees, and then roll down for me on 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, we've got like one more core thing, and then we'll change positions, everyone. So we're gonna bring our knees into a tabletop position for me here. I want you to bring your arms all the way up, and then we're gonna take a nice inhale as you just lift up your head, neck, and shoulders, finding this reach here. Great, you're gonna bring your hands behind your head. You're gonna slowly bring your knees towards the left side. You're gonna lower down for me. 3, 2, 1, come back towards the center. And then bring that entire body back towards the middle. Inhaling, slowly coming over to the right. So I want us to change directions in between each time. Exhale back, back to the center. Inhale, knees to the left, but you're still taking that moment to kind of stop in the middle and recalibrate. And again, it's about seeing how slow can we move, tapping it down, exhaling it up, back towards the center. Great. 2 more in each direction, please. And again, it's almost like you're allowing your ribs to breathe a little bit deeper into the mat. Maybe even feels like a tiny bit of a back massage. Great. Inhaling, lowering down, exhale it up. Back towards the middle for the last time, over to the right. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, back to the middle. Great. And from here, you're going to take a nice deep inhale. Bring the soles of your feet back down to the floor. Release the hands for me. And I want you to move your feet 1 step further and 1 step further away from you. From here, you're going to exhale, stack up on 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So you're going to come back here for me and then come onto your forearm position. And from here, you're going to bring this left leg over the right. So kind of like what we did before, it's like a 4 shape. So your left ankle is on top of the right knee. And you're going to bring this right leg up into a tabletop position. So you're stretching out this entire shape. Then you're coming on back and then you're going to tap it down. Great. So you're inhaling, stretching out the entire shape. Coming on back, stretching it a little bit more towards the middle, and then exhale, resist. So I want you to feel that you're resisting in both directions. What does that mean? It means that your knee is pressing against, or rather the top of your knee is pressing against your ankle, and your ankle is pressing against your knee. So you kind of have this bi-directional resistance in a nice way. All the way down. Good. 2 more. And again, still thinking about how can I use my core a little bit more so that my back is not stressed, my back is not arching, and I feel what this feels like. Great, you're holding here, you're gonna flex and point for me for 3. Inhale here, exhale out for 2. Last time here for 1. Great, back to the center, and then uncross, stretch out the leg, and find your moment here. Great, from here, you're gonna push yourself all the way up into a nice tall seated position, fingertips forward facing, spine nice and long, and just feel how your hips are grounded and you can lengthen up a tiny bit more. Great, from here you're gonna stretch out the right arm nice and slowly, and then you're gonna extend out the left, feeling that lift. And then I want you to hinge back a little bit. Remember, when we hinge, we don't use the back, we use the front. So you're gonna twist a little bit towards the right as the right elbow comes back, and then you're gonna exhale, lengthen it long. Good, staying on this right side. Inhaling, reaching and twisting, and exhale it up. If you feel like that's comfortable enough for you, by all means, stay here. If you feel like you want to lift up the feet a little bit, go for that as well. Good. So again, finding this twist happening, reaching, and seeing almost like how miraculously your left arm almost gets a little bit longer just by the twist. Good, 3 more. If you feel like you want to stretch out the left leg, by all means, try it. You don't have to. Inhale, stretch. And then last time here. Super, feet come down. Take a nice inhale. I want you to stack upwards for me. 3, 2, 1. Then I want you to open your knees a little bit. From here, you're still gonna lift up the spine, bring the core back, come up and over your imaginary beach ball, stretching out your spine even with the feet planted. Great, and then you're gonna exhale, stretch it up. 3, 2, 1. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale, lift. Great, exhale, come up and over, feeling that amazing spinal stretch. Inhale again, a little bit more space, opening up your knees perhaps a bit more. And then exhale, stacking up on 3, 2, 1. Last time here. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, belly comes back as you stretch up and over. Great, inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, stack on up on 3, 2, and 1. Super, knees come down. Bring your hands behind you, fingertips forward facing, and then slowly lean back again into your forearm position. Again, adjust where you need to. We don't have to land perfectly. We want to land intentionally, but if you need to adjust, adjust. Great, so now we stretch up the right leg, bring it across the left knee, and then we float the left leg up. Remember, we're not sinking, right? We still have that nice lift, making sure the elbows and the shoulders are in a nice aligned position here. So your inhale, stretching it out, resisting, and then exhale, tapping. So 7 more to go. Remember, we're finding this nice length. Where do you feel this movement happening from? So ideally, I don't want you to feel this so much in your shoulders. I really want you to feel it in your left side as well as your middle and lower core, right? So you inhale, expand. Exhale, weave. Good, 4 more. Don't be afraid to breathe, right? This is our practice of not only Pilates breath, but just kind of helping the breath to move things within us. And then exhale out. Great, we're gonna end here with this stretch, 3 full breaths. So inhale, flex and point. Inhale, flex, exhale, point. Great, last time here. So we're back to the center, slowly lowering that left foot, stretch up the right, and then return that right foot down towards the floor, checking that your knees are about fist width apart. And from here, again, we're gonna push ourselves all the way up to a nice tall seated position. Now again, here's where I want you to make sure you're not sinking. I want that nice long spine, feeling how much space can you find. Hips are nice and grounded. Inhaling the left arm long, and then the right. Good, and now we gently hinge back just a little bit, still keeping those hips heavy. Left arm only. Inhaling, twisting elbow on the left goes back, engaging the core as you exhale, reach. Great, inhale, left arm goes back, exhale, extend. Great, still finding this openness. It's almost like the right arm miraculously grows. Great, if you want to stay there. Otherwise, float your knees up. Inhaling, reaching with that left elbow. And again, can you find that the hips stay heavy while the waist twists? Good, inhale, reach here with that left elbow all the way back. Now again, if you want, stretch out that right leg and bring it on back for the last 3. 2, last time here. 1, super, so slowly put the feet down, stack on up on 3, 2, and 1, and then open your knees just a little bit. So you might find that with the practice, the knees get a little bit wider, and that's totally fine. So inhaling, stacking up, exhaling, belly comes back, curling forward, reaching. Inhaling a little bit more, and then as you exhale this time, see if you can allow your knees to just open a bit more. Maybe the soles of your feet are kissing now. Inhaling, stacking up, exhaling, belly back, reaching long. Great, inhale, find a little bit more space, and then exhale, engage the core as you stack up on 3, 2, and 1. Good, last time, inhale up, and then exhale, lengthen long, 3, 2, 1, great, and then all the way back up. Fantastic, finding your moment here. Okay, so we're gonna bring the left foot in front and the right foot goes behind. So I can't remember if we did this, but I did this a few times at the end of the year and I really liked it. We're just gonna add on to it. So the left foot is in the front, the right foot behind. If your knees feel tight, you can always make it bigger, or you don't actually have to touch. But see if you can find a position where your left foot is touching the inside of your right thigh. Your arms are gonna be nice and long to begin with. Great. So you're rotating this right arm all the way behind you to this nice back right corner. Your fingers are away from you. You're gonna gently bend the right elbow a little bit, keeping the hips on the floor. You're bringing this entire upper body, stretching it. Now you can either look up or you can look down, whatever works. And then you're gonna take a nice inhale again. And this time we're gonna exhale and you're gonna rotate this entire body into a nice long position. So your hips come off the floor. Great, so you're inhaling here. Now again, it's a stretch, but it's still an active move of exhaling, engaging your core, rotating, finding the space, and then lifting up. Good, inhaling, coming across. Exhaling, coming up. Okay, 2 more just like this. And then last time here. And again, finding that openness through the hips. Great. Now, while you're in this position, I want you to stretch out now your left leg. So basically your right knee is slightly open, your left leg is all the way here. Great, you're gonna bring this left leg across the right knee on the behind, and then you're gonna exhale it up. Inhale, left knee goes behind the right knee, and exhale it up. Great, 3 more just like this. And 2. And 1. Great, now we're gonna add an arm to it. So you're gonna bring the right arm in and stretch it up as you cross. And then you're gonna exhale, extend. So it's almost like the right arm is going parallel to the body, while the left knee is going diagonal and then reaching back out. Cool, we've got 3 more. Inhaling, finding that stability. And again, the right knee is slightly out just for a bit more of an anchoring feeling. And all the way out. Great, holding here for 3, 2, 1. Arms come back. I want you to untwist, so basically now you're in your neutral position where your wrists are underneath your elbows, underneath your shoulders, everything is nice and long. Finding this moment here. You're gonna gently tuck your toes for me, and then you're gonna keep the elbows backwards facing as you stretch on up and kind of come into somewhat of a downward facing dog. And then you're gonna gently bring your entire body back to hover your knees over the floor. Remember, if you need to put your knees down, go for it. So inhaling, stretching on back just a little bit. And then exhaling, engaging the core, finding the hover. And again, this doesn't have to be a huge downward dog. It's more just about stretching through the backs of your legs, allowing for the core to move through, finding a pushing away sensation with your arms, and then returning to that control hover. Good, 2 more. And then the last one here. Great, hovering here, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super, knees come down, untuck your toes, and then shift your weight all the way back. And from here, you're just gonna slowly roll up, stacking your spine on 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's try that on the other side. So this time, your left foot is behind and your right foot is in front. And again, just check in if you need to wiggle around a little bit to make your hips happy. Wiggle around if you need to make it a little bit bigger. Please do so. All right, extending both fingertips long, shoulders down, arms here. Inhaling, bringing this left arm, circling it around, fingers away from you. And as you gently bend the left elbow a little bit, stretching this right arm up and over. Now here's the position where I want you to make sure you're not lifting up your hips, you're keeping your hips grounded. You can look down at the floor or look up at your elbow, whatever works. And then you're gonna reach forward, circling around. Right arm comes down, and we lift the entire hips off of the floor. Great, I'm gonna shift it back just a little bit. Cool, and from here, we inhale again, reconnecting, finding that position. Inhaling up. Engaging the core to exhale and lift. Good, 3 more. So again, think about how controlled, and when I say controlled, I mean, think about your speed and the consistency, right? I want us to be kind of flowing in a consistent tempo. So choose a tempo that you can maintain, right? Sometimes we get like super fast in the beginning and then we have to slow down, or we get super slow and then we speed up, and sometimes that's fine. For this, I just want us to find a consistent tempo. Great, and the last time here, great, when we find our reach, we're stretching out that right leg. Excuse me, you may need to adjust ever so slightly. So the left knee is still turned out. Great, so again, we're coming across with the left, stretching it out. And again, check in that your shoulders and your wrists are aligned. Your upper back is kind of still retaining its openness as you almost try and kiss your shoulder blades together. And the lift from the core is still happening, right? Your spine is long. We think about lifting upwards rather than sinking downwards. Good, 2 more. Inhaling here. Exhale, reach. And then last time. Great, let's add the movement of the arm. So you come on in with the arm, stretch it out, keep the elbow kissing, and then exhale, stretch. Great, inhaling, coming across, and then exhale, reach. Super, 3 more. Cool, 2, and again, sensing how your body is happy to now move in that opposing yet balancing position. Last time here. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, everything comes back to the center. So again, keeping those knees underneath. The hips, shoulders are nice and long. Tuck the toes for me. And let's hover the knees for 3, 2, 1. Stretching, pushing ourselves back just a little bit. And then inhaling, hovering the knees again. And exhale, stretch away. So again, it doesn't have to be a big move, but I do want there to be a lift and a stretch, feeling how the lower back opens, feeling how the control comes through the core. Good, 2 more. And maintaining those elbows behind you. And then last set here, inhaling, hover, exhale, stretch. Great, and holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super, knees come down, untuck your toes, shift your weight all the way back. And then from here, we're gonna slowly float ourselves all the way up on 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We have 6 minutes left, so let's come on to the side. Now you have options here. So if you feel like your shoulder really needs a break, you can absolutely come down all the way. You can also lift your neck a little bit, or if you feel like you're still okay, then feel like this whole body lift. Whatever it is, the position is the same. You get to decide what you need at this moment, okay? So your right hand is still gonna be behind your head for a second, and you're gonna lift up the right leg. So I want you to make sure that the right hips are stacked on top of the left. And when I say lift up the right leg, I mean keep this bent shape and just lift it up a little bit from here. Great, so what's gonna happen is you're gonna stretch out the right leg completely, and then you're gonna bring it back down. Excuse me, let's try that again with better descriptions. You're gonna stretch out the entire leg, and then I want you to re-bend it for a moment. From here, you're gonna lift up just the foot a little bit. So you're not necessarily trying to kiss the knees. I want you to think more about lifting the heel. You'll start to feel it a little bit here, and then coming on back. So inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, come back. Think about slowly lifting just the heel and exhale back. Great. Inhale, reach. Exhale back. Super. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale, stretch. Exhale back. Great. Inhale, lift just the heel and exhale back. Last time here. All the way back and finding it here. Great, I want you to bring this right foot behind you. Okay, so if you're in a low position, you can stay here and you can just lengthen through the bottom part without the entire upper body lift, depending on where you are. Otherwise, the right foot comes here. You're gonna stretch up, lift up this entire left leg and the left arm, and then you're gonna come back to the center. Great, inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, come back slowly. Good, still grounding through that right foot. Coming on back. Good, and again, you can also look down at the floor if that works better for you. Cool, last time here. Excellent, back to the middle, take a deep breath. Cool, and then we're gonna flip over to the other side. So remember, I'm doing a lift, but even if you're on the floor, it's totally fine, right? So again, you decide where you are. Do you want to be here? Do you want to be here? Or do you want to be here? Wherever it is. Your hips are stacked, your knees are on top of each other, your left hand is behind your head, and you lift up this left leg just a little bit. Great, and again, if you feel like you still need to look down at the floor, do that as well, please. So you're inhaling, stretching out the leg, exhaling it back, keeping it parallel. You're just lifting the heel. So you feel it again on this outside of the left leg, and then coming on back. 4 more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, resist back. Good, using the core and the breath to inhale, lift, and exhale, return. And 3, 2. Great, last time here. Super. So you're putting this foot behind you. Remember, even if you're down, you don't have to do the lift, you just do the extension. So you're inhaling, stretching and holding, and then exhaling, re-tapping down. Look down if you need to. Inhale, lift. And again, pushing away from the floor, but engaging the core to lift and hold, and returning back down. Good, 2 more. Last time here. Excellent. Back to the center. Cool. Oh my God. We're almost done. Kind of sad. I feel like I want to keep moving. All right, opening up your shoulders for me here. I want you to gently hinge back, bringing both knees into a tabletop position. Finding that nice openness, stretching up your arms. And then from here, you're going to extend both legs out, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come in. You're going to keep your knees here as you roll down, curling downwards. 3, 2, 1, circling the arms around for a nice, amazing, beautiful inhale. And then exhale, come on up, holding first, and then stretching up for 3, 2, 1. Knees come in, roll down all the way. For the last set, inhaling, circling around, exhale, all the way up. This time we're gonna stretch out everything at the same time and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Knees come into the center, open them up. Flex your heels, toes apart, hands in your prayer position. Dive through, wrap around. Open up your chest, belly back. Remember, we roll to the tips of our shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1 on our inhale. And exhale, 3, 2, 1, finding the balance. Right hand, right heel, stretch it on up. For 3, 2, 1. Back to the center, reweave. So again, each time we're trying to find our flow of allowing a little bit more reach, a little bit more stretch. Great, back to the center, last time here, reweaving, 3, 2, 1, roll back. 3, 2, 1, exhale here. Both hands, both heels, if you choose. Finding that openness, open your chest, open your belly, believe in yourself. 3, 2, 1, back to the center. Excellent, knees together, hands by your side. Shift your weight forward and let it all go for a moment. Great, everyone. Here's where we say yes to everything that fits our vision of what we want our life to be, and we actively say no to everything else. And appreciating that sunshine and blue sky moment. Take a nice smiley inhale, then exhale, stack up and roll one vertebrae at a time, feeling taller, more aligned, and more full of breath. Awesome. Last little breath.